Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 30-day challenge that is for EV Review Ireland. So far, it's been a 100% success. We've kept going and we're into day 2. This episode is going to be all about who is Derek Reilly, who is the founder and host of EV Review Ireland. A lot of people want to know my background, where did I come from, what do I do? And this video is going to be under 10 minutes long. So if you're interested in who I am, stay tuned. If not, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more EVs. This is part of the 30-day challenge, so there will be a separate playlist for it. Last night we did our first live broadcast that went out on my LinkedIn page, on the YouTube channel itself, and on my Facebook profile. And that was a great success. Lots of comments and comments still coming in. So the idea behind this is a 30-day challenge where I do a different video every day. Tomorrow is International Bike Day. And so we're going to do a feature on an e-bike that I recently reviewed. So that will be a standard review. So some live, some pre-recorded, some outside of the studio, which is my box room here in South County Dublin. But anyway, this episode is all about who is Derek Reilly. So I'm originally from Balmullet in County Mayo, proud Mayo man and a season ticket holder for Mayo GAA for my sins. Tough living in Dublin now, being a Mayo GAA supporter. For those outside of Ireland, it's a penance. But it is one of our national sports. It is Irish or Gaelic football. And we'll probably get into that down the line. But this is specifically who I am. So I come from Balmullet in County Mayo, which is right on the west coast. Beautiful town. Love going back there. About a 4.5-hour drive. So whenever I'm going home in an EV, it's a good tester for it. So I really enjoy that. I started off, finished school, secondary school there. Did a couple of years in college in Dublin, but don't have a third level qualification. But went home and helped out in the family business for about 5 years. While I was at home, I also joined the local fire service or fire brigade on a retained basis, which meant it was a beeper system. So at the time, I was working in my family business in 2000. That was in 2000. So in 99, went back to we live at home and work at home in the family business. 2001, joined the fire service. Was there for 14 years until 2015. Great experience, great bunch of lads. Miss it and miss the camaraderie. I don't miss the pager going off at different times in the morning, but I do miss that crew. In 2004, I set up a DVD and video rental store in Balmullet. Great movies for you to see in tech speak, ahead of our time. Well, it wasn't ahead of our time when there was videos for the first 6 months, but that all went by the way. So half the shop was video and the other half was DVD. So that was up and running until 2010. We closed it down. We could see the internet coming. Then I was also an agent for a company called Biz Cards out of Donegal. So selling printed cards, invoice books, all that kind of stuff. I then in 2006 worked with Remax, which is a franchise real estate property company. I really enjoyed that and did that a couple of years, and then set up Reilly Estate Agents without my own in Balmullet. So it was sales, lettings, valuations. So lots going on. 2007 joined an organization called BNI, Business Network International. I was an independent consultant for them and went around setting up business groups in the west of Ireland. And that taught me a lot about groups and working with established businesses and understanding their needs and what the requirements are. And there were weekly meetings, breakfast meetings, fantastic organization, and worked with them until 2016. Joined a company called FireCloud 365, which do fire compliance safety checks in hotels and office buildings based out of Donegal. With my background in the fire service, that was really interesting. And then in 2016, all of those other jobs were self-employed, commission-based, potentially with a base salary, which was usually of a certain limit, but I had to get out and sell. So that was interesting. But then in 2016, I moved to Dublin working for a company called Indeed, which is the world's largest job site. And I'm still there 5 years next month. I work with employers in the UK and Ireland, small and medium enterprises, and to help them put their jobs on Indeed and use the Indeed's products and services to find the best talent across the UK and Ireland and globally. I have clients that are advertising their roles on some of our international sites. Really enjoying that, enjoying working for a large organization, and it also gives me the freedom and the weekends to be able to pursue my passion project, which is EV Review Ireland. So that is my work experience. Outside of work then, I'm passionate about volunteering and giving back to the community. Have been an active member of the Lions Club, which is a service organisation here in Ireland. I was lucky enough to be the president in the Balmullet Eris Lions Club, and then moved on to be the zone chair. And then when I moved to Dublin, I was active for a couple of years. I'm still a member of the Dublin Lions Club, but haven't been as active just with everything going on. And the channel have taken away my time. But I would highly recommend giving something back to the community, and that's a phenomenal organisation. They do a lot of work, both locally and internationally. So that's the Lions Club. And then my biggest commitment over the last number of years, since 2011, has been a JCI, or Junior Chamber International, and that's a development organisation for young leaders and professionals internationally. I was lucky enough to help set up JCI Mayo back in my home county, and then I was national president in 2014. Part of the European team, European Development Council, in 2015. And then when I moved to Dublin, I became the Dublin president in 2018. And I'm still helping out. Junior Chamber, or JCI, active members can only be up to the age of 40. And I hit 40 last year. I'm 41 this year. So I'm still there in an advisory capacity and a mentoring capacity. I'm mentoring a European country at the moment, and also a local branch here in Ireland. Really an amazing organisation. Learned a lot from it. Used to take up a lot of my spare time, but made a phenomenal amount of contacts around Europe and internationally. Went to academies all over the place, and really it was about personal development, giving something back to the community, and doing other things rather than just doing your 9-to-5 day job and going home and sitting on the couch and watching Netflix or whatever it may be. These videos are one take only, so there's a lot of hums and haws, so apologies about that. But I don't want it to be a slick operation and you're seeing the best. As much as I want you to see the best, don't get me wrong, I want you to see who I am and what I'm about. So JCI also gave me the opportunity, I need to turn my phone on silent, also gave me the opportunity to be the conference director for the European conference that we were supposed to hold in 2020 here in Dublin on the UCD campus, and we're hoping to bring 1,500 to 2,000 delegates from all over Europe and Ireland. So the economic benefit was worth a couple of million euros, but something happened last year which didn't allow us to do that. But phenomenal experience, and those connections that we've made will still hold, and the economic benefits at some stage will hopefully come to Ireland down the line. But we did a virtual conference, very successful. So an amazing opportunity with JCI. And now, as I mentioned, living in South County Dublin, set up EV Review Ireland, and we're going to do a separate video on why I set that up and what it's taken to set that up. But that is me. I am the eldest of 5 boys, mum and dad, still based in Balmullet with the family business there, AJ Reilly's. Looking forward to seeing them all soon over the summer. With what's happened, we haven't seen as much of each other as we have. So I've got nieces and nephews and goddaughters around the country, so looking forward to getting out there. I am here, as I mentioned, in South County Dublin in Dunleary with my girlfriend Patricia, and during lockdown we also got Darwin, the Irish Beagle. She's on Instagram. I think she's nearly more followers than I have on Instagram, but it is definitely the ability of working from home has given us the opportunity to be able to take a pet on. A huge responsibility, didn't realize it beforehand, but working through it, and I think it's great for any household if you can have a pet, if you're allowed, if you're in rental accommodation, which I am in. And so really, that's pretty much me. I'm keeping an eye on the time because we ran over last night. If you've got any questions about who I am, what I do, as I said, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, and hopefully you're enjoying all of these. This is day 2. Let me know in the comment section. I'm forgetting to put on these banners at the bottom of the screen. Let me know some suggestions that you'd like covered over the next couple of days. So tomorrow we're going to do an e-bike review. Then on Friday we're going to talk about why I set up the channel. Then on Saturday I've got a review of an electric vehicle and whether it's suitable for a small family. And then Sunday to be decided. So lots of stuff coming. Got some great ideas over the different channels. I put the call out on Facebook and on Twitter and on LinkedIn yesterday. And some great ideas already coming through. So make sure you are sticking those ideas through. If you haven't already, subscribe to the EV Review Ireland YouTube channel. Make sure you do. But as I mentioned yesterday, only subscribe if you're interested in electric vehicles and finding out more about it. because I want people to watch the content rather than just subscribing and never coming back to the channel. So this has been day 2 of day 30. And this has been Who is Derek Reilly. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks for watching.